Can you believe it? Even old Yu and Junyoung are out of touch. His dad hopes his son isn't a killer. So optimistic. He even wants his partner to help cover it up. Old Yu rushed home. While his wife slept, old Yu secretly checked her phone and found Junyoung frequently asking for money. She was also privately stockpiling kincha. The next day, he confronted her with his suspicions, and her face showed embarrassment like she was caught. He confessed his unease to his wife. Her panic looked into the secrets, yet she denied knowing Junyoung. Old Yu used the delivery address to find him, but what ensued left him utterly dumbfounded. As soon as he entered, he saw nail polish matching the victim's, with the photo beside it. Then a man walked in. He was unlocking when he saw the red string C intentionally placed in the door crack by him. The man keenly sensed movement in the house and sneaked to the window, only to see old Yu rummaging through everything. But old Yu was completely oblivious. He then recorded all this incriminating evidence on his phone. The suitcase was stuffed with phones and all kinds of ID cards belonging to Junyoung, plus a criminal notebook. The notebook detailed the victim's information and the entire crime process, leaving old Yu utterly shocked. He couldn't believe it. His cowardly son turned out to be a notorious serial killer. Suddenly, Junyoung sent old Yu a greeting text. Before he could react, a secretly taken photo of him arrived. Old Yu rushed out, but the man had vanished. Old Yu immediately called the number, but when he traced the ringtone to the rooftop, he only found a phone left behind. That's when he realized it had been played. But when he rushed back, the room was messy, and the evidence suitcase gone. After Namei slept, her phone went haywire again. When she woke up and checked her phone, she was shocked to find her boss had called her 78 times. She rushed to the office, only to be even more stunned. She was bragging about her raise in the company group chat. She said everyone else was just a bunch of incompetent folks, even publicly calling out the boss for being stingy on Weibo. Namei was worried sick and rushed. She was struggling to explain that her phone had been hacked, yet nobody was willing to believe her words. Why on earth didn't you tell me you took my paycheck? In what way do you want to get yourself killed? You don't believe me? If you did, things would be totally different, boss. You want me back? I'll catch the truth. I will bring everything to light. See, it's all part of the intricate scheme devised by men. After watching Namei get kicked out of the office, the man struck the boss name off his notebook. His target became clear. See, he wanted to leave Namei all alone. Later, her friend took Namei to the police station, but the police refused to file a case due to lack of evidence. We're here for evidence, so we can catch the real culprit, Namei complained. So, you need to gather evidence of the hacking before we can take the case, the police said coldly. Furious, Namei spun around and left, but then she remembered she had a classmate working at a tech company. Soon, her cry for help was intercepted by the man, who pretended to be her classmate and recommended himself. After a series of fake operations, he admitted that her phone had indeed been bugged. But this couldn't serve as evidence for a case, nor could it prove that Namei hadn't done it herself. As he prepared to depart, the man deliberately took a moment to single out Namei, inquiring whether she had been living with anyone recently. Beneath his feigned concern lay his true intention of shifting suspicion onto her closest friend. Sure enough, his words planted the seed of doubt in Namei's mind, which gradually took root and sprouted. In the end, Namei confronted her friend, which made her feel deeply hurt. See, she never expected Namei would doubt her. The friend, feeling frustrated, took all the blame on herself. Seeing her cry, the man knew his time had come. That night, Namei looked at the beautiful memories but couldn't bring herself to forgive her friend's actions. In her anger, she smashed her phone. But suddenly, she realized that a serious problem had emerged. Meanwhile, old Yu visited the victims' families and found they had lost their phones before death, retrieved from the same repair shop. So he rushed over, only to find the place already empty. But fortunately, he managed to find all the phones. At that moment, his partner suggested reporting it to the police quickly. Protecting the next victim was key. However, old Yu paid no heed to it at all. His sole focus was on locating his son. Just then, Namei arrived with the police and, seeing the name on the license, realized the shop owner was the man. Realizing she had been played, she angrily used old Yu's phone to report the shop owner, urging them to inform the police quickly. But old Yu ignored that. See, he was still desperately searching for his missing son. After realizing she was being toyed with, Namei was furious. She decided to use old Yu's phone to report that guy, only to be told he didn't exist at all. When old Yu discovered the girl was the next target, she had concealed the fact of the murders from Namei. She even intended to use Namei to draw Junyoung out. Namei felt utterly betrayed at that moment. In the end, she agreed to old Yu's plan. Luckily, her phone was smashed and couldn't be monitored anymore. Encouraged by old Yu, Namei proactively texted the man, inviting him over to her place for a computer checkup. The man thought he finally had a shot and even dressed to impress. However, just as the man arrived downstairs, old Yu inadvertently revealed himself, and the man immediately sensed foul play. In his panic, old Yu shouted his son's name. "Come back, Junyoung. I'm not a bad guy." Upon realizing that the man wasn't his son, Old Yu let him go. Not long after, Nami received a text from the man, saying he had to postpone. Later, to avoid being monitored, Nami switched to a new phone. Just then Old Yu received a call from the chief. They found Johnny was the killer and ordered Nami back for questioning. Worried she'd be alone, Old Yu took her to her father's. Unbeknownst to them, they were leading Nami straight into the abyss. When Nami returned home, she noticed her father seemed to be asleep and quietly went back to her room. But just as she lay down, she received a message from the man. It turns out he had slipped into her house earlier and infected her phone with a virus. He then told Nami to call him, and when she did, the ringtone came from above her head, right from her father's bedroom. Panicking, she rushed upstairs and found the shape disguised as a pillow under the bed. As footsteps echoed in the staircase, she quickly locked the door to reach Old Yu. But before she could finish, her phone deleted the number, and in panic, Nami considered jumping out the window, only to hear her father outside. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and let's uncover more thrilling stories together.